All right, and welcome back to the Horror Comedy Hangout podcast. We have another episode, don't we? Yes.
We do.
And tonight we're going to be reviewing the Toxic Avenger 2025. And I don't think you're going to like this unless... So you got to stay tuned for the unless. So, see you soon.
See ya.
All right, and welcome back to the Horror Comedy Hangout podcast. My name is Chris, the independent filmmaker.
And I'm Jess, the non-independent filmmaker.
That's right. And you're watching the Horror Comedy Hangout podcast. Like I said, we review horror comedy and horror movies.
We do.
And we interview those creatives that are in that space. So if this is your kind of thing, stick around. And like I said at the top of the show, we're going to be reviewing
Toxic Avenger.
Toxic Avenger, yes.
For 2025.
2025. I almost said Terrifier, but it's not coming yet. No.
We've been watching a lot of Terrifier stuff lately.
Yeah. So what's going on? Anything new?
Yeah.
What do you got going on?
This
and
my hair.
I think you look different.
I do. Yeah. So it was my birthday. August 25th was my birthday. And my big thing I wanted was to get my hair redone.
Your hair did.
My hair did. So I am
your hair
officially back blonde. Yay.
Yay. Everybody out there, yeah. That's right. She is. So that was a big thing. That was a big thing. Yeah. So we should probably
we should go back to what we're doing.
go back to the review. So
the remake of a classic from the 80s.
This is a remake of a classic from the 80s. It's campy. It's that B horror comedy. You know, it didn't do well at first. It was a pretty big flop, but then over all those years, it's a little strange, but over those years, it's gained quite a cult following. Mm-hmm. This is the fifth one in the series, although this is a remake of the original. Which was in 1984, if any of you were around. So like I said, it's gained that following. This comes from Troma Studios. They're the original company, along with Lionsgate, but Troma was the original that did this. Yeah, they brought it to life. And the funny thing with this is if you look on the IMDb kind of thing, it says 2023, and we're not in 2023, are we?
Oh, that's weird. So it was shot 2 years ago?
It was shot before that. It came out in 2023 in South by Southwest Film Festival.
Interesting.
And it did well there, and then it sat on the shelf for a while.
Womp womp.
Yeah, womp womp. Like 2 years, obviously 2 years, because it's 2025. It sat on the shelf for a while because they just didn't know what to do with it.
Release it, clearly.
Yeah, they didn't know. Well, they didn't really know how. And you hear kind of confusing stories, but the main one that's kind of had the through line of why is just, the blood and guts and the craziness of it. They just didn't know how to do it. And and then speaking of Terrifier, which we've kind of brought up here and there, since Terrifier's come out, and then especially
which is like super gory
and got a theatrical release, there's no way this could come out because it's not like Terrifier.
I mean, there's definitely a few moments I looked away from the blood and guts, but it's nothing to the point of like you couldn't handle the movie.
Right. Terrifier is a whole nother story.
Yeah, I'm not going down that. It's not my type of horror.
Terrifier.
Yeah, it's a little too much for me.
So a little bit about this. This takes place in St. Roma's Village, which is Troma Village. If you see the worn out sign in the beginning of the movie, the faded out.
Totally missed that.
Sign spells Tromaville instead of St. Roma's Village, which is funny. So it was kind of like a hidden message there. So, but the story is, it takes place with Winston Goose, played by Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, and who did like absolutely amazing with this role.
He did great. Yes, he plays a janitor with this creepy, shady drug company run by this eccentric, slightly weird, actually very weird,
very strange
Bob Garbinger.
Yeah,
and he's played by
Kevin Bacon,
which
is an absolute legend. So
another
really good to see him in this role.
Great actor in there. What happens is Winston is diagnosed with this terminal medical issue with his brain, and Winston kind of gets pushed around. He's this timid kind of guy. So yeah, Winston does get pushed around a little bit, but when he goes to his insurance company, to see if he's covered for this brain thing.
Which is comical.
Which is very comical the way they do the story anyway, which is super fun. He finds out that he's not covered under that.
Yeah.
And he actually goes to an event where Bob is, kind of this
weird fundraiser
event
thing,
and tries to plead to Bob to try to get the insurance, and it doesn't happen. And then that's kind of where they actually kind of just throw him out the side of the building. And this is where that night that he actually ends up being Toxie, which is his endearing name.
All
Toxie.
takes all takes off from there, and it's just nonstop.
Yeah, and then we have Jacob Tremblay, who plays Winston's stepson. After his stepson's mother dies, Winston takes over care, and he's not doing a very good job with his care. He's trying. He's really endearing, and he's trying, but he's not doing very well. His stepson is not doing very well either. They're not getting along very well.
No.
They're trying to figure each other out. He's not doing well at school either, right? So
it's kind of that misfit, awkward kid. So it's just
with a misfit
awkward dad,
with a misfit stepdad at the same time. Then we have Taylor Page, who plays JJ. She's a former employee of this shady company. Yeah, and she gets tangled up with Winston actually that same night, and they kind of join forces to try to figure out how to avenge, which we won't say too much. Not in that either. And then we don't want to leave out Elijah Wood.
No, I was like really shocked. I had no clue he was in this movie.
Yeah, and he comes off a lot like the penguin, right? He looks very much like
a very young penguin.
So he's so unrecognizable. He plays Bob's brother.
Oh, I thought it was his son. It is brother. Yeah.
Yeah, his brother Fritz. He's that goofy, kind of inept brother, but he's kind of the muscle. He has this goofy gang of people that
it's a weird metal rock band.
That's also a metal rock band at the same time. Yeah, and they kind of go out and try to muscle around all the people, but they don't do a very good job at it. But I have to say, Elijah Wood's performance was really good in this, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he did I don't think I've ever seen him play like that type of role. So to embody like that whole character was pretty cool to watch.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
They all kind of played, because Peter played, a different character that I've seen. Kevin Bacon, I think I've seen him play kind of some sleazy characters before, but he really embodied that character very well. And then, Elijah Wood playing
the penguin lookalike.
He did a really great job with that as well.
Yeah.
All right. And then there's one last person I don't want to leave out, and that's one of the most important people is the writer-director, Macon Blair. No. And then, of course, Lloyd Kaufman, the great Lloyd Kaufman, that's in his 70s now. He's one of the co-founders of Troma Entertainment. He was also producing it and involved in the creation of it as well. But it was basically Macon Blair who was the writer-director of it, with the blessing of Lloyd Kaufman that he liked the way the direction was going with it. So, yeah. So that's the story. And we're sticking to that. And
we are.
We're moving on to we are. We'll move on to some of the good of it.
All right.
And then you have some good you wanted to say?
Yeah, I do have some good I wanted to say. So what really made this movie super funny for me was the little taglines that they would have when they would introduce a new scene or kind of like a new place or something. And then the taglines were just like absolutely hilarious. And I like kind of made the whole movie for me.
Yeah.
Because every time you flip something else, it was like, oh, this crappy place or this shithole or something like that.
It was, they made that. They had title cards that were super funny. That just set the mood, I guess, for each scene that you went into. So that was good. What you have to remember about this movie, and if you've ever watched any of the Toxic Avengers from before, these are, like we said at the top of the show, super campy, super over the top. Goofy, funny, but Troma always liked to make these bloody, over the top, controversial type movies, and that's what they've been doing. They are the longest running independent film company in the United States. Yeah, so they're doing something right, But that's what you have to remember going into this is not Oppenheimer. This is not
just go in for like,
you got to go in that
no expectations, super fun. And I think the guy that sat behind us made it even funner.
Well, yeah, that was a good point to bring up, is other people have said that too, that they were in a theater by themselves or not many other people. And go ahead. I got excited, but you said that.
Yeah, we had a guy sitting behind us and we had no clue what he looked like. We just kept hearing his laugh, and his laugh was like so comical, and he laughed at everything. Even if it wasn't funny, it was just funny to him. And it would just make us laugh. And then like because sometimes it would just be him laughing. Like it would be dead silent, right, and it would just be him laughing. And when we stood up and looked at him, he was just this like big kind of burly guy, and you were not expecting the laugh to meet the guy. And it was just so like awesome to be there.
Yeah, because I like I said, like they do super funny. So the jokes, there are a lot of jokes, over the top, not sophisticated. Mm-hmm. So they have a lot of those, but it made me laugh. I hadn't like laughed out loud. I haven't been to a comedy movie in the theater in a long time, but for a horror comedy, I felt like it hit the mark. Yeah. And of course, comedy is film in general is very subjective, but when you niche down even more to horror comedy, it makes it even harder. And I really think for me, and I know it's not going to hit for everybody, but for me, because I've seen other reviews and people are like, I didn't like the comedy, but I think we were laughing.
Yeah. I don't think every comic joke hit for me.
No, but a lot of them.
Most of them hit. And then a lot of people like around us were laughing at a lot of the comedic acts. So
absolutely. So like I said, this is definitely along the B movie lines. And that's what they do well. So you have to accept that for what it is. The other thing too is it does have a message, a slight message about the healthcare system, corporate greed, and how the rich get richer while the employees get poorer. Yeah. And even making fun of Winston's job as a janitor on there too, that, he's just a low life kind of janitor. But for people that now don't like a huge message, it's done in satire in a way. So it's not forced down your throat as much. No. So I appreciate that. It's right there on the surface. You can choose to
the platinum healthcare plan and the gold.
Yeah, the healthcare plan. Yeah, many different healthcare plans. But you can choose to, take that message or just ignore it and enjoy the craziness, what's going on over there. So again, like I said, with Troma, over the top blood and gore.
The kills were good.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. And even they used those kills as a joke. I love when they do horror comedy and the kill is kind of the joke. Yeah. It's wrapped into a joke kind of a way. That's that dark horror comedy thing. I like that dark comedy. So I did have a lot of that as well, I felt like, too, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. And I think another big thing I like, too, is it paid a lot of homage to the original film. It definitely had some of the same kills in there. It had a couple of the same scenes, not exactly like scene for scene, but I like that it did pay homage to the original film. Did. So we talked about that. We really enjoyed that.
And then it obviously, most people love, and I know I love, because I come from the era of practical effects. So there was still a lot of practical effects. Yes, there was CGI in there, effects for some of the kills and stuff like that, but they'd still used a good amount of practical effects. I appreciated all that as well. I enjoyed the father-son story. That's what I think some of the people that maybe don't like this film is because of maybe it's a different story. Yeah. A little different story, or maybe it's too much of a story. I don't know. I like the story. I think Peter Dinklage did a really great job emulating that character and really
going for it.
Really going for it and really making you feel for him. And he's just going through the world and not really knowing how to navigate it without the mother, and trying to find an avenue in with the son, which took until he became Toxic to get that father-son relationship.
Yeah.
So I really felt like he sold that character a lot. Right? Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, I agree.
You do agree?
Oh, I agree.
Okay.
I agree with everything you said.
So my last good was the set design in the world, the world building of the whole thing. I think they did a really good job setting up the world and living in that Tromaville world as well. Set design was really, really good too, I felt like.
I agree.
As well.
Yeah.
And I know you're chomping at the bit to go to the bad, right?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I don't have much.
Okay.
I think.
Tell me.
Well, I'm gonna tell you if you quit interrupting. I think the biggest bad one for me was in the beginning. It felt a little slow. Did you feel that? No. Okay.
No.
Well, I must have been the only one then.
No, again, because I enjoyed the setup with the father and son. And that's what that was one of my positives for it was they took time to get to understand the relationship between the father and stepson, and to get to know the angst of, Winston having this pushover kind of guy, and he's just not getting anywhere in life.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I get that.
It's the kind of that rise of that good guy kind of thing. You want to rooting for that guy to come back and get the bad guy.
All right. Well, for me, it felt a little slow.
But that's fine.
But, once it got going, like it just nonstop action packed, which I guess I could have mentioned that in the good, but I kind of went with the bad.
Yeah. I felt like speaking of that, I'll skip to that part of it. I felt like the middle kind of not knowing what he really wanted. And between the Kevin Bacon character and the other guy.
The mobster guy.
The mobster kind of guy. So, and then I think it lulled for me a little bit in the middle.
It got confusing.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. I think it got a little wishy-washy in the middle. It didn't take too much away because it didn't last too long.
Yeah.
I think if it lasted longer and was wishy-washy, then I'd be like, now you've lost me. It didn't kick me out enough to go, I'm like looking at my phone or anything like that kind of thing. But that's the other thing that can connect to what I have to say about the other thing is some of the editing. We didn't talk about this, but some of the editing had some issues. There was one particular fight scene at the end. It kind of cut real quick between some of that, and I felt like it was kind of weird. I don't know. I'm not sure because I look at it from the filmmaker side. I'm not sure. Maybe they didn't get enough coverage. Maybe something happened where that's all the footage they had and that's what they had to cut together. Two, Troma films are kind of wonky and all over the place. And maybe they were trying to go for that kind of weird editing look to it. Because in the beginning, it was very choppy. They bounced around a lot but I was like, oh, I kind of like that style. So I almost had the scene in the house, in the apartment with Winston. It had some quick jump cuts that reminded me of Edgar Wright's, because Edgar Wright is very stylized in his films like Shaun of the Dead and stuff like that. He has very quick cuts. But I enjoyed the beginning part of it. It was just some of that's why I'm saying maybe the middle was cut weird and it didn't flow very well. And that's why we had issue with that. And then some of the fight scenes, especially one of them, it was some quick edit cuts that just made no sense.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
So it could have been a choice, or it could have been I don't have enough coverage, or it was one or the other. But that was the thing.
But overall,
those are really my only things.
Okay, we didn't have too much bad for this one.
No. We enjoyed this.
Yeah, we did.
So,
this is a great film to go see in the theater for sure.
So if you're enjoying our review, please like and subscribe, and please hit that like button, and please subscribe, and please respond, because we will respond to anything.
Yeah.
Tell us what your favorite film from the Toxic Avenger series. There's 5 of them now. So what is your favorite on there too? And I have some interesting facts I want to share too, because I like to do some research. And for you out there, so you don't have to do this research, you can just come right to us.
And we'll tell you all about it.
We'll tell you all the research you need to know. Yeah.
Well, what you got for us?
So the big interesting fact.
Okay.
Is.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
Toxie played the Winston, who played by Peter Dinklage. When he transformed into Toxie was not him. He didn't play.
Shocker.
Yeah, he didn't. The director goes, you're going to be you're going to be Winston, but soon as you turn into Toxie, it's going to be this actress, Luisa Guerrero. She played Toxie. She put on the whole
get up,
100 pounds or whatever it was of that whatever it was, latex and stuff in Bulgaria in the middle of summer in 100-degree weather. So she had to do that. But he did the voice for Toxie. She just did the mouthing. So they had to kind of match up that. I think they did a pretty good job with that.
Yeah, I couldn't tell it. When you told me that yesterday, after the film, I was in shock.
Yeah. So
you would never know.
That was really super cool to find out about that and how hard she worked, because I forget if it was her husband or somebody told her to, hey, just study his films and get his mannerisms and movements. She's like, no, that's when you study that, you're studying, he embodies the character so much. You're like, he's embodying whatever character you're watching. She's like, I can't do it until I come on set in Bulgaria and watch him. And that's how she waited all that time until they got on set and then went through the body language, the facial expressions, how his mouth moved, everything to make sure that you didn't think it wasn't him when you went in the suit, although she is a little taller than him. So you can definitely see that.
That's what I was like. Yeah. There's a little bit of a height difference, but you don't notice it too much.
Yeah. You don't, it's not obvious, but if you look real close, it's like she is taller than Peter Dinklage for sure. And then another thing is, it's interesting because I find it very interesting that, because I'm an independent filmmaker, that Troma is an independent studio and they've lasted
all these
almost 50 years now, I think.
Wow.
Almost 50 years.
That's crazy.
And they've started some really interesting careers, such as James Gunn, Trey Parker, Eli Roth, Oliver Stone, actors like Kevin Costner, Dustin Hoffman, Samuel L. Jackson, Robert De Niro were in the films in some form or fashion. So all these big people have passed through
Troma. I would never guess that.
No, it's just them getting started early on in their career. Especially James Gunn talks about it too, that, it was a big thing for him.
It's a start, and look where it got these people.
That's what I'm saying.
Amazing.
That's what I'm saying. And even Stan Lee had a little bit of a hand in it for the comic book that came out. So he was a big fan. He was a fan of it too. So a lot of these big people loved it. So yeah, very cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know at the top of the show, you're gonna like this. We're gonna like this unless, and that's where I think it should be like a big warning coming out across the screen. warning. This is a B movie.
It's over the top.
Over the top. It's campy. It's gory. It's funny. It's inappropriate at times. It's wildly inappropriate. So if those things
turn you off,
might not be
for you.
Don't go to the theater.
Yeah.
But if you've seen Toxic Avenger movie, one of those movies, you're a fan of it. You like those kind of movies. You like B movies. You like over the top. You like gory. You like funny. You like all that kind of stuff. I would highly recommend it. Go with a theater and watch it with a bunch of people, because that certainly helped too. Just everybody
help make the movie.
Yeah, everybody's laughing and enjoying it, or or whatever kind of stuff. So that stuff really heightens your experience watching the film. So we like it. We recommend it. Yeah, right? We want you to go see it in the theater if that's the kind of thing that you're into. But that's a big warning. That it's different.
It's very different. Definitely go in with an open mind and don't have low expectations, don't have high expectations. Just go see it if you're kind of,
right.
If you're thinking it would be a fun date night movie.
Oh, maybe we should change our name to Horror Comedy Date Night Movies. No. Okay. That's a no. Well, we've recommended many for dates, but I'm like, I don't know about this one.
Well, because I feel like we're always going together, so I consider those our date nights.
Okay.
Sorry. I'll just start my own podcast, Date Night Movies. Never mind. Don't go on a date and see it. Go with the girls, go with the guys, whatever.
Yeah. Whatever you want to
do. Okay.
All right. So yes, like we said, we loved this movie. And what are you going to rate this out of Screaming Smiles? Because this would be Screaming Smiles on this one.
Would be one. Oh, I think I say a 4.
I'm going to say 4 too.
Okay.
I was going to say 4 because there's issues with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over the top and crazy, weird, everything like that. But I enjoyed it. And that's how I always go in with it. If I followed it, if I enjoyed it, if the acting was good.
If I walk out being like, well, what did I just watch?
Then I rate it. So rate it higher. So with that one, we're going to give it
A 4.
4 scary smiles.
Scary.
Screaming. Screaming.
Gosh. Screaming.
Smiles.
Wow.
Yes. So that is our review of Toxic Avenger 2025. Thank you for joining us. Like I said earlier, make sure to like and subscribe, hit that like button, hit that comment, and say hi.
Respond back to the comments. We love hearing them.
Yes. And please tell us what your favorite B horror movie would be. Maybe it's not Toxic Avenger. Maybe it's another one. So comment below and I will respond back to you. So till next time, thank you, everyone.